The Crusades weren't just battles between faiths. They were bridges for disease. When thousands of European knights marched east, they didn't just return with relics or spoils. They brought back leprosy. Known today as Hansen's disease, leprosy had existed before, but the Crusades supercharged its spread. Returning veterans, some scarred and disfigured, became both patients and pariahs. What followed was one of the largest social quarantines in medieval history, with over 19,000 leper colonies established across Europe. This is how a holy war turned into a slow-burning epidemic. Want more stories about how human ambition spread disaster? Subscribe to MGO TV 360 History, history's darkest chapters told in full. Sponsored by Ground News, the news comparison tool that cuts through media bias. Get the full picture. Beginning in 1095, waves of crusaders traveled to the Levant. They encountered different pathogens, including virulent strains of leprosy more common in warmer climates. Some were exposed in battle, others in urban encampments with poor sanitation. Leprosy, a slow-progressing bacterial infection, incubated over years. Many returned home already infected. As knights and pilgrims re-entered Europe, new cases of leprosy rose dramatically, especially among former crusaders. Monarchs and bishops responded with strict laws. Lepers were forced to wear identifying clothes, ring bells to announce themselves. In cities like Paris, Cologne, and London, leprosaria were built outside the city gates. Leprosy was tied deeply to sin, uncleanliness, and divine punishment. In the post-Crusade period, theology absorbed the disease into moral narratives. Lepers were excluded not just physically, but spiritually. Yet paradoxically, many were cared for in religious institutions, showing a complex mix of compassion and exclusion. By the 13th century, Europe had over 19,000 leprosaria, often state or church-funded. This was arguably the first continent-wide public health response to an epidemic. While treatment was ineffective, segregation worked, and the spread slowed. Leprosy shaped not just health policy, but how Europe defined the outsider, a legacy that would influence responses to disease for centuries. Crusaders went east seeking salvation, but brought home suffering. Subscribe to MGO TV 360 History for more stories of how conquest and contact shaped our world, and explore media without blind spots on Ground.News.